My expertise is in usually, globally speaking, using organic dyes for kind of novel solar cells. And in particular in my lab, what we focus on is using what are called commodity pigments, so dyes like lipsticks and plastics and cars and things like that. And it turns out when you understand solid state physics that those kind of materials actually act as semiconductors. And so there's no reason to just use their color properties. You can actually use their electronic properties as well, and that's what we do.
My history is actually very fine art based. I moved into design when I started the business, which was based on an idea just about portable power and solar energy being wearable. And so, something that I'm going to look at too is like, okay, so Trisha does it on this nano scale. I'm going to sort of start thinking about how do we print these layers. What do these layers look like on a yardage scale? Like those are things that we don't even think about yet because so far it's just this big.
Everyone is failing trying to translate the technology from the lab into the large scale. And that's the real answer to why aren't solar cells more available? Why aren't solar textiles more available? It's the same thing. It's a manufacturing issue. If we could actually weave a solar cell together, then we could talk about personal technology, textiles that are able to power tiny equipment, and that has implications for defense technology, for remote camping applications. Now we're talking about transitioning from something that's demonstrative to something that is actually transformative, potentially, to civilization.
One of our goals was to sort of take a small step off the grid, right? We all have cell phones now. Independently, it's not much energy, but if you think of the mass of these things that we're charging every day, if we can start to get little things like this off, it's one step in the right direction. I want to be as advanced about the way that people are gathering their energy as the way that we're gathering our information or communication.
There's no one out there, there's no designer basically working with the device person trying to do this, and that's us, and that's what really excited me, or excites me even today. So,
science and art aren't too different. We're all experimenting, and so to really get to do it together is a dream come true. I mean, I think it's so exciting to be on the forefront of this technology, and so working with Trisha is super dreamy.